Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're a two-timer, part-timer, or some-timer to my channel. Normally, I talk about grief, and there are 2 or 3 videos I've uploaded in the past, recent past, about grief. I will have more of those, but I thought for right now, I'd take a break and talk about something a little different. I'd like to talk about relationships, specifically romantic relationships. I have a passion for love and relationships and how much better relationships people have can be with the person God blessed them with. And believe me, no matter what you think, that person that you have in your life, in your relationship or your marriage, is most definitely a blessing. Because there's some of us that had a marriage or a relationship, and for whatever reason, we don't have it anymore. My specific reason is, after over 22 years, my husband passed away. And next month would have been our 25th wedding anniversary. And we were going to renew our vows. And obviously, that isn't going to happen. But I am thankful for the time that I had with my husband. And I couldn't be more grateful to God for what He gave me, what He enabled me to share with another person and to experience. It was a wonderful marriage. It was a challenge in the beginning, and there were a few challenges throughout, but it was an excellent marriage. Not perfect by any means, but definitely one of the most wonderful marriages I've witnessed. I know I was in it, but I never saw another marriage, at least in the community where I live, that came close to what my late husband and I had. But there are a few things today I'd like to talk to you about relating to relationships, whether you're married or not. I have a long list of things that I would love to talk about, and I plan on getting to it, but you don't want to be here for 4 hours, so I'm breaking them down into segments. And today, I'd like to talk to you about one of the most important. It's love, obviously. And then also patience, forgiveness, and kindness. They kind of all go hand in hand. And in my opinion, when you really, truly, deeply love someone, the other things that come with and need to be in a marriage or a relationship come a little easier than they would if you weren't in love with that person. When you love someone and they love you back, it's the most phenomenal, fantastic thing in the world. Because when you don't have it anymore, you realize how wonderful it was, how tremendous it is. And for me, I get a little jealous of couples I see here and there. But I really, really want to help people have what I had and better. Like I said, mine wasn't perfect. There's always room for improvement. But loving someone is giving of yourself completely. It's not losing your identity, losing who you are, losing anything about yourself, but you're gaining so much from loving someone because you are practicing selflessness and kindness and patience and forgiveness. And those are things that are just wonderful attributes that build people's character and make us better people. But I think it's hard for me to pick, but I think patience is a pretty close second in relationships on what people need to be, how they need to be toward their spouse or their partner. And it's just so important being patient. For example, if your other half leaves the toilet seat up, get over it. Put the toilet seat down. Why is it the man's responsibility to put the toilet seat down? He'll put it down when he needs to use it. My house, however, you gotta put the seat down and the lid down, or else stuff on the shelf above will fall into the commode, and that's not fun. But anyway, off topic. And in future, I will be doing videos about men and the value of men in this world and how they're not even valued 1/8 of what they should be. But anyway, to get back to my topic, being patient. If your significant other says something in a way that just rubs you wrong, take a minute, think about it. Is that really something they would say intentionally to hurt you? Most likely it's not. And honestly, women overanalyze everything that comes out of somebody's mouth, including our spouse. And women like to talk, obviously. And men don't say a whole lot in comparison. The number of words a man says in a day versus the number of words a woman will say in a day are quite a bit different. So, be patient. Think about what they've said. Maybe ask for some clarity. But don't get mad. Don't fly off the handle. Don't stop talking to them because you think they offended you. Don't do it. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Along with patience is forgiveness. Be forgiving. If they did say something to you and it was meant in a harsh way, a constructive criticism that really wasn't polite or stated the way that probably would have gone down a little bit better, like a pill with sugar, be forgiving. Don't take it to mean something horrible, that they think poorly of you or that they intentionally try to hurt you. There are some people out there that do. There are some relationships that are toxic. And those are ones you want to go and get some professional help, because I am not a professional. I have definitely been through a lot in my marriage, but I'm definitely not a professional. I am a, expert at my previous marriage. That's all I can say. I learned a lot, and I'm hoping that I can help others. Even if it's just one person, then that I've made a difference. Anyway, being patient and forgiving is so important. And being kind. Because, you gave that person your heart. Whether you did it through a marriage ceremony or by committing yourself to that person. You gave them your heart. You loved them enough and wanted to be with them enough that you gave them one of the most vital parts of you, obviously, not literally, but that thing in you that you can impart to someone else that gives them the ability to hurt you. And they do, they can, and they sometimes will. But being patient and kind and forgiving is such a big, crucial part of love that really makes so much difference in the world. And the reason why patience and forgiveness and kindness are so important is because life is so very short. For example, if your significant other does something and it's not burn the house down or something catastrophic like that, especially if it's done on purpose, don't be mean. Don't be harsh. Don't get mad and get angry and say mean, hateful things. Be patient and kind and give what you want to say about that some thought. Even if it's 30 minutes, an hour, the next day, a week later. Put it into perspective and really dwell on it and really let it sink in and be honest with yourself. Was that person really trying to hurt you? Because if you lash out and you escalate things and harsh words are exchanged and you go to bed angry or not speaking or all of the above, and the next day they're gone because they passed away in their sleep, what will you have? You will have the day before to remember that you said something mean or harsh or out of anger, or you didn't speak to them, didn't kiss them goodnight, tell them you love them. Don't do that. You'll regret it. Regret is such a terrible thing. You don't want to live with regret. Not at all. So be loving and kind and patient and forgiving. And when they're doing something wonderful like cleaning that toilet they left the seat up on or cooking you dinner, take the opportunity to sneak up behind them and pinch them in the butt. Or kiss them unexpectedly, throw your arms around them, hug them tight, because you never know when something could happen and they will be gone. You won't get them back. So, do these things, start right away, and see what happens. I'd love to hear if you try these things. I'd love to hear what happens. There are unexpected things happen. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. If you like my new topic, or my old one, or my new ones to come, because I'm going to talk about men and their value and how they are not valued, not even an ounce of what they should be valued. Topics that may interest you. I have a lot more to say about love and marriage and relationships. So please subscribe to my channel if you liked this video or liked anything about it, like the flowers. Click the like button, and I hope to see you back here. And go love on your significant other.